What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Technique Tuesday. Today, we're going to be breaking down Michael Chandler versus Oliveira this coming weekend. It's going to be awesome. But before we get started, I need to call upon the one, the only, Sweet Tea! Here I am. I didn't see you over there, man. Let's go. This guy. Sweet Tea, tell them what they need to be doing.
Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys like this video. We're trying to get 1 billion likes on this.
Woo! We can do it.
Make sure you guys hit the notification bell.
Are you tired, man?
So that you don't miss an upload.
For that 20-meter run? You all right?
And share this with everybody in your entire family.
Yes, share it with everybody.
But they have to also watch it on their own devices.
Right, and then subscribe to at their own device.
And then share it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and it snowballs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The goal.
Yeah. You all right, man? You out of breath? Sweet Tea, he's not in fight shape at this point. All right, dude. Yeah, we're talking about Michael Chandler and Oliveira, bro. This weekend, UFC 262.
For the vacant lightweight UFC world title.
All right, I'm going to take Chandler. You take Oliveira. All right? Let's do it, bro. All right, guys, making this short and sweet. Be looking for this kind of stuff this coming weekend. We want to see if they, see if you see any similarities or if they actually use some of the stuff we're talking about.
WB, you're
right.
Michael Chandler. How does Michael Chandler beat the surging, streaking Charles Oliveira jiu-jitsu ace to become the new UFC lightweight champion?
Okay, we all know Michael Chandler is a very good wrestler. We see all the clips of him and Usman doing those crazy scrambles and wrestling. But I don't think he should go down the rabbit hole of the wrestling, actually trying to get him to the ground. Because Oliveira, we know, has got 14 submission wins in the UFC.
Around that ballpark.
Man,
he definitely has the record for
guillotine and triangle and then guillotine and just do all kinds of crazy
Anaconda
stuff.
in.
Anaconda in. I was an anaconda right there.
Yeah.
Our version of that.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a good idea for him to actually go to the ground. But I do believe he should use his wrestling a little bit. What I mean by that is, if you're Oliveira, I'm going to use my wrestling to get you thinking low. I'm going for the single leg, and then I come up high with my strikes. So that's one method of closing gap because Oliveira is tall. He's very long. I believe that he's going to keep the length to try and keep him at bay. So Chandler's got to close that gap. He's already explosive. He can move, boom, boom. He just knocked out Dan Hooker with that.
Yeah.
So he closed that gap fast. But Oliveira's done his homework. So I think using the wrestling, using the wrestling to pick up a leg or to get him off balance and then come over with the strikes is going to be a huge part in his game plan. I think anyway. But number two, leg kicks is going to play a huge part. You being the taller opponent, I want to try and slow your movement down, keep you from hitting me, and those low calf kicks. Usually the front leg is a lot closer. Mm-hmm. So if I step into your striking range, you're going to punch me. But if I stay out of your striking range, I can still low calf kick you. So I believe the low calf is going to be just any leg kick. Inside, outside quad, low calf is going to play a big part in slowing him down. Those are my 2 cents on how Michael Chandler can beat Oliveira.
And for me, playing Charles Oliveira, obviously we have very similar body types, so it makes sense that I would be him in this scenario. So first, kind of like you mentioned before, I think it is very important that Oliveira keeps Chandler at range on his striking. A lot of front kicks, a lot of teeps, a lot of jabs, straightforward stuff. Doesn't need to try to get into any big brawls against the very powerful Michael Chandler.
So just picking them apart, not getting those heavy brawler strikes, because that's where Chandler lives. He lives for that kind of stuff.
Constantly circling away from his power hand, but Michael Chandler has been known to switch sides, so that can be tricky, but doing everything he can to stay away from that power. And I agree. Number two, I feel like Oliveira needs to initiate the takedown a little bit himself. He needs to go after Michael Chandler to create some scrambles so that he can then put his world-class jiu-jitsu to work and try and get a submission over Michael Chandler.
I didn't even think about that.
So super tough. Now, Oliveira has been known to be submitted, particularly with the guillotine. So he needs to be crafty with his takedowns, with his attempts. Can't just go shooting in there, especially against a really good wrestler like Michael Chandler. So use the strikes to set up the scrambles, to set up maybe the single leg, or get him to the cage, try to work some clinch game in there, eventually get him to the ground to work his submissions.
I do believe that could work. I mean, you get somebody to the cage, him being the taller opponent, easy to get that front headlock, and then you have that guillotine. He's got that world-class guillotine that just puts everybody out. So, and you've seen him do it up against the fence. Guys try and take him down, grabs that neck up, and he pulls guard, boop, pops your head clean off.
So there's my 2 cents on how Charles Oliveira can beat the new hot prospect in Michael Chandler.
That's right. The winner of this is going to be champ, man.
Yep.
And you got this one guy who's been in the game in the UFC for a long time, and now you got this guy that's coming up from Bellator trying to take it from him. It's going to be a good scrap. I know that.
Obviously, it is the fight game. Anything can happen. We're not gurus. We're not, fortune tellers.
Nope.
But keeping it simple, keeping it practical, those are just some good tips.
Write
that
down
we
the comments on how you think these two guys could win.
and who you think is going to win the fight this Saturday. Are you going with the new hotness in Michael Chandler, or are you sticking with the savvy vet, the Brazilian, with the 8-fight win streak who's just been torching dudes, in Charles Oliveira, do Bronx? Let us know who you guys think is going to come out victorious this Saturday night in the main event of UFC 262 to become the new lightweight champion of the UFC. That's crazy.
Let's do it, baby. Thanks, guys, for coming to join us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, all right? Peace!